Hi, I'm Big Mouth Ivory Layne. I'm an independent artist and a songwriter and a music producer, and I'm so excited to be here with Sandy.
So where did the big mouth come in?
Just 5 seconds ago, Sandy. I'm very offended by the fact that you said I was going to be the loudest person on this interview right now.
And so far, it's panning out.
Don't make me laugh, because that'll make it worse.
Okay.
I have a laugh like a donkey.
Oh, no.
You can edit that out. No, it's okay. I've been told that several times. It's all right.
I haven't noticed that so far. I've seen you. Okay. This is not the first time that we've met.
Which is strange, because it does feel like we've known each other.
It does.
For my whole life.
It really does. Well, I will have to say, when I first met Ivory, she came and sat down, and she said, "Those are the best looking glasses I've ever seen." And I'm thinking, well, we just made a friend, you know? But then she pulled out a guitar that was the best looking guitar I've ever seen. It's like, what else is the best looking thing that I've ever seen? Then she did a song which was pretty much the best sounding thing. So, you know, so I don't know. She's a real gem.
Oh, Sandy.
So.
Also, I'm absolutely bringing that guitar to the bars with me now. I feel like that's going to be my man magnet, because I've never had so many men flock to me to see that guitar.
You realize that they're all musicians.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
That's the
downside.
You know, the banker's not usually going to come over and say, "Oh man, is that a great guitar?" Except he might say, "Oh, I see money in that guitar."
But you know what? As long as the musicians aren't drummers, I'm fine with it.
Oh, I get
I'm okay
that.
with it. Yeah. Tried drummers, not for me.
Drummers are not musicians. They're the guys you bring along with the band.
Stop right now.
Well, you ever think about drummers? Just think about this. They haul all that equipment. They get paid the same. So, you know, I mean.
Oh my gosh.
However, they're the only ones that actually really know timing.
Oh yeah, I would actually love to. There are a lot of instruments that I would like to learn better. And being a producer, like, I have the capability of pretending like I'm doing it on a MIDI controller.
Yeah.
But I would love to learn how to play drums.
Yeah.
And learn how to play bass. Those are my top two.
Playing bass, I could teach.
Do we need to pause this? Do you need to go teach me now?
I'm trying to be nice about it. I could teach that bottle of water to play bass in a day.
Really?
Root and fifth.
Is it? I was about to say, is this like 3 easy payments of $19.99?
No, really, it's not. This is almost a freebie that is really free.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, first I got to get me a bass. I got to get me a bass next. Hey, since I last saw you, a friend gave me an electric guitar. So
another one?
Hey, it's not as expensive and meaningful as the Gibson.
Okay, so it's a beater. That's the one you should be taking to bars.
Well, no one's going to give me comments on this one.
No, probably not. I mean, I understand that. Yeah.
It's like a Jazz Master or something like that. It's a Squire.
Oh, I might have seen a picture of you with that Jazz Master.
It's kind of like an aqua blue.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's a beautiful guitar.
It really is.
Yeah, it is.
And my friend was like, well, it's kind of beaten up. And I'm like, I think that makes it look
even
cooler.
Better. You know, people pay money for people to beat their guitars up so they can call it relic.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Or so it looks old.
I believe that. I think I told you this day of when we met. Like, I don't consider myself a guitar player. I took lessons in high school, standard tuning, like, 4 chords and a capo. Got so bored and was out of there. I think I lasted for maybe 2 months. And then later on, started getting into like learning about different tunings and open tunings and dadgad and things like that. And so then I would start writing songs on guitar, but then I wouldn't want to perform them on guitar because, I could re-record it in the studio. And so it's only been the last couple of years that I've been brave enough to go out and bring the guitar with me and play it. And every time I don't feel very confident on it, but I do love the energy that a guitar brings that you don't get out of a piano, which is typically my instrument.
Yeah, but a piano, you realize there's 2 instruments that can really, really get people moving, pianos and fiddles.
Well, I also shouldn't say piano. I should say like keyboard. Because,
Keyboard,
when you're going
sure.
to a gig at a bar, you're bringing,
Yeah,
whatever
you're not
keyboard
bringing
you've got.
you're not bringing a piano.
No. But the dream, like my friend Andrew McMahon, he travels with like a grand piano. Or a baby grand, I guess. But the way they break it up and set it up every night, I mean, that would be the dream.
I have a friend that travels with a Hammond B3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But the thing about it, he has it all on dollies. He pulls his own trailer when he plays. He has his own band. But he's got it worked out.
Once you find a system, I mean, but that was another reason why I learned how to make guitar work for me in a live setting, because there were certain shows where like I couldn't even bring, the keyboard was going to be too much. Yeah. And I have a baby Taylor that I usually use for acoustic stuff. And I plug it into a loop pedal board and, make it sound a little interesting. I'm a bit of a looper. I've been called Ed Sheeran a couple times.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
I mean, golly gee, there's a lot of names you could be called, but Ed is not the worst thing.
No, not at all, especially
you
with
could be called Toby Keith.
Oh my gosh. Well, with Ed's hit record, I do not take it as a slight whatsoever. I will say that I love looping live because I feel like it's one of the things that immediately I get a connection with the audience where I can let them inside my brain, because my brain, production-wise, works in loops. I hear something I like, I want to hear that the whole time, and I want to just keep adding to it till it's like this symphony.
Well, I guess you can do that.
Watch them build it.
I guess you can also taper that to your audience.
Yeah.
How much you put in, or how, do I need this to be funkier tonight here than it does, say, someplace else?
But it gets scary because live looping is live looping. There's nothing stored in that machine for me. And there are options too. I have a TC Helicon Voice Live Extreme 3.
Yeah, it's great.
And they sent it to me. So I'm like forever grateful to them. Great company. But I was like, okay, I have this free piece of machinery. I have to figure out how to use it. And there's so much to learn.
There's a lot in there.
There's so much to learn. So I was like, I'm just going to start with strictly live looping, just acoustic guitar, my voice. And the things that I have had to learn the most is how to pivot live and how to re-record live. Because inevitably there'll be a performance where I'm off the click in my ear, or, whoa, that is not the part I meant to play. And you have to go back and you have to tell the audience, this is the remix. And go back and do it again, and it becomes a little bit of a comedy bit.
Yeah.
So I love doing stuff like that, but I've gotten out of the practice of it in the past year because I've been doing more band gigs or just strictly solo in and out very fast. So I've thought about doing the looper at some upcoming shows, but I think I need to strengthen my resiliency to that improvisation with a machine, because that's the thing. It's I love improv with other musicians live. That doesn't scare me. Improvising to something that is locked in and is going to keep playing.
Oh, I agree. I mean, also, if you get off, you're off. I mean,
and everyone can tell.
Yeah,
you don't have to be a musician to tell when a loop has gone astray.
Yeah, you don't. You ever seen? You know who Keller Williams is?
Keller Williams? No.
Yeah, look Keller up. He's the king of loopers.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to look.
Yeah, you need to look him up. He's that's his thing, and he plays for large crowds. And Keller's gets a little wonky at times, but he's great. I mean, he knows how to get himself out of a jam. That's
the thing, is it's the active thinking. That's what live performing is to me as well, because I had kind of like a non-traditional start in my career where I started with a band. Mm-hmm. I wasn't a band, but I had a backing band in Nashville. Yeah. And then slowly, especially around pandemic, like that went away.
Right.
And I had to learn how to perform big songs by myself to an audience that didn't know them.
Yeah, that does kind of that is hard.
And so you're having to learn not only how to connect with an audience who really doesn't give a rip, because they're like, who are you again? Yeah. Florence the Machine, who are you? Yeah. But you're also learning, when you make a mistake, there will be a new mistake every time. You can't prep for the same mistake to happen every time, because then it's not a mistake. It's like, hey, this is a process that is not right, actually. And I've been running my own sound recently. Well, I've been running Ableton tracks in the background off my computer. So when we get to a gig, if I'm playing by myself or I'm playing with a band, I'm in charge of getting everything set up from my track rig to the house soundboard. So all of a sudden, now I have a whole new slew of mistakes I've never seen before that I'm fixing in real time and stowing away in the back of my brain going, okay, so if this ever happens again, I know how to fix it. And it's so exhilarating, but also terrifying, because that to me is the nerves about a gig. It's not connecting with the audience anymore. It's not so much hitting notes. It's, will this machine work?
Right.
Will I be able to fix the mistake in sound
yeah.
check? And have a nice little run through before doors.
Before time.
Yeah. That's the cool kind of like the neuro pathways that are being forged at every.
That's a lot of pressure on the individual performer.
Yeah. But I appreciate the opportunity to learn so much more about, of course, like the system, Ableton, soundboards, audio engineering, but also learn so much about myself and what I'm capable of, because for years I just offloaded it to someone else because I could, honestly.
Yeah.
But I would also have the narrative to myself, well, you wouldn't know how to do that anyway.
Right, yeah.
And now I'm kind of in this season of having to be scrappy, but at the same time having this confidence of, I actually can figure this out.
Did this self sound person come to you? Did you learn this during COVID possibly?
No, this was a really recent development for me. It was actually last year that I started learning how to run Ableton. Doing my own production was always something that I knew how to do,
right.
Music production, and then also like, I would say I did demos first, and then I started putting out stuff that I had done, but I only ever worked in Logic, so Ableton was very foreign to me.
It is
different looking DAW. Yeah,
it is. I mean, there's a kind of steep learning curve there.
Yes, so I put it off for years, and anytime I had gigs that were solo, I just got away with it doing the guitar looper or me on keys.
Right.
And then I had an opportunity to play a show last year in Nashville, and it was this kind of festival thing, and Allie and AJ were going to be like the main event. I grew up loving Allie and AJ, and also they were so nice. I got to meet them. They were incredible. So that's always nice when you meet your childhood heroes.
It is.
They were amazing. And I was playing this newer material that I'd put out, that I had produced, and it was the Part-Time Jobs Near Me EP. And that EP in particular was very bombastic, very big, very pop. And I just thought, this is the perfect opportunity for me to try doing tracks, because that kind of music needs that.
It does need it. I agree. I mean, it's hard to go in and do that solo with nothing.
Yes.
I mean, if you take your keyboards have the ability to add some things that is beyond what you can add, but not enough to really back up a big project.
They don't have the finesse, like, I'm playing with an MPK 49, just a MIDI controller, so I can trigger different things in Ableton. That was the thing too. I had to learn how to MIDI map.
I'm sure.
I had to learn how to control different sounds on the MIDI so that I could navigate between arming different tracks that had, okay, this one has maybe a Juno sound, and this one has a buzzy bass. And then also, I programmed the faders so that it would open and close each sound wave, so I could have something that sounded a little more defined, but I could stay in the same instrument and then ramp it. Is this the right place to nerd? Because I'm nerding out.
Musicians listen to this. I have tons of music. I have I'm sorry.
There's no such thing as
other people listen to it that aren't musicians.
Good.
A lot of them know a lot of musicians though.
Yeah. Well,
music is kind of a closed world.
Yeah.
But there are truly music lovers, and those are the people that are if you're a musician, people that just love music, love live music. It's the greatest people in the world.
And they care.
They do
too.
care.
Yeah.
They do care. So when your looper gets wonky on you, they're I can tell you now. Ivory just wasn't on it tonight. Nothing wrong with her voice.
Hey, I will tell you, someone once corrected me for singing my own lyrics incorrectly. I had mixed up two
Oh, yeah.
2 different lines, and I was like, I've officially made it. Someone has
someone
corrected
knows your
me
songs
on my
well enough.
own song. This is the greatest day of my life.
I agree.
Yeah.
I have had that too. And it is, at first it's like,
You're like, excuse me?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, well, somebody's paying attention.
Oh, it's extremely high praise to me too, because I think there are times where I feel as though people don't care about lyric, which isn't true. There's so many people out there that care about lyrics. But when you're in the industry for so long, people are like, well, that's not the right thing, or that's not going to work for that.
True.
So for someone to care enough about the lyric placement.
But those are rare. You get the people that, hey, play something we can dance to. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can do that too. But I mean, but to me, words are just, words has pretty much been my life. I mean, I love words. And, that's the whole, for me, I judge songs more by the words than I do by the music.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a song by song basis for me. There are certain songs, like, the band, I always butcher their name. It's like Bon Iver or Bon Iver or whatever people call it.
I know.
I don't understand what they're saying ever, really. And I've looked up lyrics from time to time, but that's an overall feel where I just feel something when I listen to them.
Enunciation, though, they do not enunciate very well, which makes it hard to.
But I love it. And I'm a lyric girl.
Right.
So it doesn't, I guess for me it's case by case basis. If they're building a world where I can still feel an emotion and I can get that emotional payoff for myself
a lot of
listening.
that could be the music too.
I think it's the instrumentation.
Yeah, it is.
Way more than the lyric. Even though I do love the tone of, I think Justin is the lead singer's name, Justin's voice. Yeah. Love the tone. And that music is very nostalgic to me. I listened to it a lot in high school.
Okay.
And so that kind of brings me back in a really nice way. Just like you, high school was yesterday for the both of us.
It was yesterday.
For the both of us.
Yes, it was. Mine was just a few more yesterdays.
Just a few more yesterdays.
Well, since we're to yesterday.
Yeah.
So how did you get started down this road that you're traveling now?
Well, it was kind of inevitable because my dad is an amazing musician, and you met him.
I did. And he's a talker friendly
too.
Guy. I'd love to talk. I could sit and talk with him a lot longer.
I think y'all would know a lot of the same people. Again, you already did.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry if he knows some of the people I know. I'm sorry.
Well, he's been in music his whole life, and he also buys and sells entertainer buses. So he's always interacting with people in the music industry. He has an incredible voice, and he can play keys by ear. He can play guitar as well, but he really plays keys magnificently by ear. Had some classical training on voice, had opportunities to pursue music professionally, and never felt like that was a calling for him. Never, he just, wanted to stay close to home. Yeah. Gratefully did, because I probably wouldn't exist.
Probably not.
And then my mom,
wait.
Come on.
Would you?
No.
Okay.
No, I really don't think so. If he was traveling out on the road, because our mom is local.
Okay.
And mom always, she can sing, but her thing is words. So she was the mom that anytime we had some sort of birthday invite, always had to rhyme. She was always writing poems.
Yeah, that's cool.
And she said she wrote poems to Dad when they were dating. So she's always been very into verse. And so I existed in a house that was always full of music and the importance of words. And so it just felt like an inevitability that I would start writing. But I did start writing at a very young age. I was 6.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah, when I wrote my first song. I was always very much a journaler, and so I was just like writing down these little phrases and stuff, and it was a Southern gospel song was my first song that I ever wrote.
There's no shame in that.
No, I mean, that's what I grew up on, and I attribute that to, in my music now, why I have so many harmonies and background vocals. It's just always, and I'm a session singer, so that's part of who I am. And my grandpa lived next door, Papa, and it was Papa's guitar that I was
Okay.
playing. Yeah, so
All
full
right.
circle. And so I remember Mom calling him, like, Dad, you've got to come over and listen to this song. And he was so supportive, and my whole family was just supportive. But it was it was a hobby to me. I always wanted to be very artistic things. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a painter. I wanted to be an author. I love creative writing. And it wasn't until I was 14, I think, we did what do you call it? Like the Advent wreath at our church, and our family was presenting the candle of love, which sounds so funny. If you're not in church, you don't know Advent, and you're like, what the heck is that? But I'm not gonna say it's the best candle, but it's the best candle. Our family was asked to present, and Dad asked me if I could write a song to sing after we had done like our the Bible reading or something for the candle. And apparently, the way Dad tells it, it took me 30 minutes, and I came to him and was like, I have this song, and played it, and parents are all teary, and they're like, it's perfect, play that. So I played that song for 3 services. Our church had 3 services, and that was when I experienced a true connection with other people that I hadn't had before, of, oh my gosh, like I put all these thoughts and feelings into something, and it really resonated with other people. And I really felt like this is something I'm good at and I could be better at, and it's fun for me, and it seems to come easy to me. And so I just got into it. And from there, Dad, with all of his bus connections and his local music connections,
Right.
he tried to get me into a local like bluegrass recording studio. I had a terrible time, Sandy. Like I wept after the session because I was trying to submit these songs to the John Lennon songwriting competition, and was just there to record them. And it was a well-meaning older gentleman who had his own vision for the song, but I didn't know how to communicate with him what I wanted, because I felt like I was hearing what I wanted, but I didn't know how to express myself, and I didn't feel confident enough to say anything. And so I got back in Dad's truck after that and just bawled. And Dad felt so bad. And so he called one of his friends and was like, what can I do for my daughter? And he said, get her a MacBook and get her an audio interface. So technically me and my siblings were supposed to share the MacBook Pro.
I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, really
I
shared
I never had a doubt when it was supposed to be shared with the siblings.
I know.
There was a bit of
I knew
imbalance to sharing.
that was running through my mind as soon as it was. So I'm supposed to share this? Yeah.
Sandy, should I leave? Anyway, I was I was very bad at sharing the MacBook. And Dad got me a Cubase audio interface. It looked like just a mini soundboard.
Yeah.
And Dad had an old, I never know how to pronounce the name, Kurzweiler or whatever those old pianos are.
Yeah.
So at first I didn't know how to connect it. I didn't understand how MIDI worked. So everything I would record would be a cappella, and I would just sing the parts that I thought, I'll sing what I think the strings should be. And then the first song that I really started understanding how to, plug in a MIDI, record different sounds, was a song called Superman. And at that point I was 15, and SoundCloud was just kind of coming up.
Right.
And so I loved that song, and that song sparked a bunch of other songs. And I started experimenting with more of the pop genre. I was listening to Regina Spektor. I was listening to Imogen Heap. I was listening to Arcade Fire. Kind of left of center, but amazing bands. And Coldplay, of course, because they were so piano-centric. Yeah. And so I would kind of come up with these ideas and things, and then I'd post them on SoundCloud. So I was building this little community, and it was that was the catalyst for doing what I was doing, because I was sharing it online and people at school knew about it. Sure. And then eventually I did a song for our school. I went to a tiny little school, and they had this kind of chapel assembly, and they needed a song, and so I performed the song there, and that kind of took off in my school. So then all of a sudden I'm the girl that writes songs, and and I have this SoundCloud and people are able to access it. And so my art teacher sophomore year was like, listen, I know this guy named Ed Cash in Nashville, and he has a brother, and like they were friends from back in the day, and he said, I know you've been wanting to go to Belmont, because in the back of my mind I'm like, I need to go to college and Belmont is the place. He said, I bet they write you a recommendation letter if you just send them, do you mind if I send them your SoundCloud? I was like, heck no, please send along. I don't know anybody. So he sent it along, and they ended up really loving the work, and long story short, wanting to work with me. And so that started a journey that, was my junior, senior year of high school, going back and forth to Nashville, learning about being in a studio, being around interns, recording my first EP, and really deciding what I wanted to do, because initially I was going to go to college to pursue songwriting, but it was at that point I knew I really want to be an artist.
You were getting that education right there that
Exactly.
You would have spent your time at Belmont.
And the connections. That was kind
Nashville
of the...
that's what I try to tell everybody. You don't have a resume in Nashville. Mm-hmm. It's all good old boy, hang out, who you know, meet everybody you can meet, just network it as hard as you can.
Oh yeah. And I was very, I think blessed I was so young, and I think there are definitely things that I wish, you look back 2020 and you're like, why did I ever sign that? Why did I ever do that? Blah, blah, blah.
Because you were young and you thought that was the thing. People do it all the time.
But I do think from a big picture standpoint, I was able to really learn in a safer environment than a lot of my peers were in at that time. And also being a woman who was, again, I didn't go to college, so I was instantly, after high school, I moved out to Nashville, so I was out in the world for the first time. Right. I came from a really sheltered home. I really wanted to produce my own stuff and write my own stuff. It could have gone a myriad of different ways.
It could have.
And I'm really grateful that I was always in a situation, even though it didn't catapult me to success, it never broke me entirely. And I was able to learn from things and then move on to the next thing.
So when did you move to Nashville to kind of stay?
That was the end of 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was in Nashville for 11 years.
Wow.
I know.
And when did you?
10-year town my ass.
11-year town.
You can keep that ass in there, Sandy.
I will. I agree. I have a song about that, actually.
Do you really?
Leaving town.
Oh,
Nashville's a leaving town.
Ooh.
It is. More people, you leave to go to every job. Mm-hmm. Your time's up for the majority of the people after so long.
Yep.
Before 10 years. 10 years is when you make it. Mm-hmm. It's the
traditional. And I've never been traditional.
I don't know why I don't have a problem believing that.
I know, right?
When did she drag you into this?
So what's funny is I am slightly older.
Okay.
Just so slightly.
You would never guess.
You would never know.
She looks younger than me.
And I went to college right after high school,
okay.
and I started my college career as a pre-med major because I was going to go to PA school. Second semester of my freshman year, I realized that was not what I wanted to do in life. My hand was shaky with fruit flies, and I said, we don't need to be in charge of human life with a shaky hand like this. And it was just not bringing me joy. So our mom had actually always joked, my initials are MGR, and she was like, oh, you'll be the manager, and then your sister will sing. And it was kind of like a haha mom, how cute. And I remember calling her, my second semester of college, and going, no, I think we could really do this. And I have a passion for like keeping things organized and managing and project managing all the things.
Which musicians are terrible at.
I plead the fifth. And so anyway, I just said, I think we're going to we're going to go for this. So I ended up changing my major, and then from then on, I spent time in Nashville every summer, whether it was for an internship or just to go be with her in the studio. Started that way, and then I moved to town after I graduated, which was January of 2015.
Okay.
So I was there for almost 10 years and worked other management companies, other random jobs, just doing all the things that you do.
Yeah, I mean, you go there, that's the whole deal. You don't always get to start out doing what you want to do.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to do other things. And then actually, other things actually sometimes lead you into a different career than you went out there to do. However, it has a way. I mean, music is broad spectrum. There's so many things you can do in the music business that's got nothing to do with performing.
Yes.
And I mean, and actually a lot of them are less stressful.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing from what she just said is I didn't drag her into anything.
No, I willingly chose.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but I check in with her every so often, and I always say, hey, if you decide you don't want to do this anymore, you will still be my best friend, and like I still love you, because it's hard, and it's hard to show up, especially when you have siblings, and we are best friends. I won't speak for you.
Yes.
But it's hard to, show up when a lot of things, if something's happening with our family, or we're roommates,
Sure.
something's happening. It's both. It's happening to you both.
Yeah, I get that.
But there's no one that I trust to have my best interests at heart more than her. And she has seen so many different iterations of my career and who I am as a person that, there's a context there that no one else can have.
Oh, I think it would be great. I mean, she has your best interest at heart, which is not always the case of people that manage you or that, it's just not. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's an ugly business at times.
Very ugly.
Most of the times, actually, you're pretty lucky.
And it's kind of built on, I think, something that was hard for me to grasp because I was a kid and growing into an adult in the industry is in music. And I think a lot of the arts, a lot of those collaborations are built on quote unquote relationship.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, I'm looking out for you. Like, hey, I'm a father figure to you, or I just want you to win. I want us all to win. And then you look back and you look at a contract, or you look at a decision someone made and realized, oh, that's not why you were here. And that really hurt me in my early career, because I just wanted to make friends, and I wanted a team so badly that I would pretty much, I feel like I pretty much signed anything just to feel like I
You're
had
not the only one.
a
I mean,
crew.
I think 99% of the people, their first stuff, you do that. I mean, it's just normal. I mean, yes, I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's not in my best interest, but I don't know that, so yeah, I want to do that.
And
now,
taking people at their word.
Now I'm moving over here to your sister. Does she own her publishing rights? Does she have her own
Currently,
publishing?
she does, yes.
Does she have her own publishing company?
She does.
Okay. I was getting ready to scold this
You're
time.
like, oh no. And I think music really does move people, and I think that I've been again blessed to be in a lot of relationships with people that have always been complimentary. Feels like a really weak word to use, but have seen the potential of the music, have gone, your voice is great, who you are as an artist is great, the songs are amazing. But I think to me now, moving forward, and if I have professional partners in the future, it's with people who recognize what I have in this moment instead of just seeing the potential.
Right.
Being able to see both. And that's something that I really value in Madeline, because again, that context of walking me through all those things and being able to to say, she is enough today. So that's the hardest thing about the music industry right now, is it's even more performative than it's been in the past because of social media, because people want virality and numbers are posted. So every day I wake up and I have to kind of tell myself that I'm enough, and that sounds really stupid and hokey, but it really got to me toward the end of my time in Nashville, just feeling like I'm never gonna make it. I'm not enough for this partnership or for this opportunity or to go viral or for anything. And so to be with someone who can constantly keep me grounded, and this stuff is not real. Like the numbers and the virality and
no, it's not.
People wanting to partner with you because you might have a buzz, that's not real.
No, it's not.
I think that's so important. And the reason why I have been an artist who's been doing this for 13 plus years, that's weird to be able to say that, but I have a support system that reminds me of, this is all the Matrix.
So, how is it to be a pop act in Nashville? I mean, basically you're a pop act, not a country act.
Absolutely.
Or pop might be not even the right word, but you're definitely not a country act. In Nashville. Now, Nashville has all kind of music.
It really does.
I will not tell you that it doesn't. There's fine music of every kind coming out of Nashville. That being said, you're still in the minority.
I will say this. I did not have a typical Nashville experience to be able to really give a great answer, because very early on, I got signed to an artist development deal, and in that deal, it was kind of like a higher profile thing, and so they kept me under wraps for a while. So I did a few I did like a few rights in town, and they were actually with like country legends. So Jimmy Robbins, Natalie Hemby, Lori McKenna, Shane McAnally, Krista Stefano. And they can pump out some amazing pop songs. They can. So I was really welcomed in writing rooms and built great relationships. I mean, even Tom Douglas. I love Tom, and we really hit it off. So I did some of those rights, but I didn't really perform a lot in Nashville. Didn't really plug into, there are pop outlets in Nashville, and they were really trying to grow that. There's No Country Nash. There's an event called, is it Hell Yes, Madeline? That I did. I ended up doing right before I left Nashville. There are really cool pockets of indie pop and pop artists, but I didn't plug into those because I was kind of sequestered. I was kind of kept in the corner because this artist development company was going to do like a big press release, was told to me, or we're going to have you working with different producers, and that never happened. So then I was like, okay, well, if that's not going to happen, I want to, and I'm making a very long story short, I want to go to London because there are a lot of producers out there that are making the kind of pop I want to make.
And I would see that as a better place for you to be, as opposed to.
Well, that artist development company didn't have.
They didn't develop.
They didn't. Yeah. So I went over there, and then apparently, and I didn't find this out until later, people thought when I signed that deal initially that I had gone to LA for a little bit. Then when I started working in London, people thought I had moved to London. So a lot of the time I was in Nashville, I don't even think people knew that I was living there. So then I'm working back and forth in London, and then had plans to move over there for months at a time. Pandemic happened. Pandemic Lovato, as I like to say. And I had just come off a tour with my friend Andrew McMahon, and the booking agency I was with let me go. And I was like, what?
They let everybody go during the pandemic.
And it was like, they let me go. I was like, well, at least I'm going to England. And then we all get shut down. And then that became the start of a very insular experience for me. Everything I was doing was virtual. I signed with a publishing company in the UK because it made sense at the time. And then I ended up leaving the artist development company because nothing was happening. And I'd been there for 6 years.
Too long.
Way too long. And I had to get had to get other jobs.
Yeah.
So I started working like a retail job that turned into a full-time job that turned into a corporate job. And I really I wasn't collaborating in Nashville. So and then that kind of, sparked a lot of burnout in me, because then you're doing everything by yourself, but you don't have the time to actually get things done.
Yeah, you have to actually make a living.
You do. And then things just started, I think from an industry side, from my perspective, started to make no sense, because I would be like, hey, I've got this uptick in monthly listeners, I've got these songs that are killer songs, my voice sounds better than it's ever been, I'm really amped up my production skills, the shows are, when I play live, I'm killing it, and even distribution companies would be like, well, I mean, what's the viral moment? Like, what's that? And so it got to a point, that was a big reason why I moved away from Nashville, because I didn't have a community there, and no one at that point, I kind of missed my window of people really wanting to help because they knew me, not so much because I was buzzy or viral. I had lost my buzz.
Sure.
So that's a very long way of saying my experience of being a pop artist in Nashville, I don't feel that I really even did the pop things, because I was kind of shelved for so long and then ended up just doing everything myself. So that's why I have just been having the time of my life here back home, because I have community. It's my family, but I have community here. And then I'm doing these events and I'm meeting people, and it's instant connections, because it's not networky.
Yeah.
And it's not, well, hey, weren't you in London? And why are you here? And that's not digging anyone in Nashville. It's just a completely different atmosphere.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, that being a pop artist in Nashville wasn't even on the radar for me.
Okay, so we're back in North Carolina now.
Yeah, we are.
Tell me how that differs from the other two.
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, I have to say I did not think I would be here for this long. This was supposed to be like a lily pad,
Sure.
I'll just settle here for a couple months and then move out, because I'm with my parents right now. I'm staying with my parents. And it has been one of the hardest, most incredible experiences. I always like to say it's weird and it's wonderful. It makes me feel like I'm a teenager again, because I'm making music out of a bedroom again.
Yeah.
I don't have a designated studio, and my parents are hearing what I'm making. So I'll come out for dinner or something, and Dad goes, hey, that sounded really good what you were working on. I really love that. Those choir stacks or something. So the nostalgia is something that I did not have in Nashville, or definitely not London. And I haven't really worked a lot in LA, so I can't speak to LA, but I think for me, it has been a nice break from being in an industry town. And what has been really surprising, which makes me sound like a total snob, but I have met some incredible musicians here.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I know, I'm talking to one right now.
North Carolina, I say this a lot. There's a lot of interviews of me even having heated discussions. I will put North Carolina musicians against anybody's.
Oh, I believe it.
Per capita, there are more good musicians in North Carolina.
And watching a musician, an artist, whoever, on stage and just loving it, it's something that I've been finding myself when I see certain shows or I see certain performances here around town, I'll get emotional, and I'm, but I think I've been seeing performances as performances for so long, because that's what I have to do as well. It's how you're trying to make a living.
Right.
You're trying to get people to, you hate to say it, but you're like, I hope you like me. Hope you like me enough to buy an overpriced t-shirt,
Right.
which it's not overpriced because I pay for quality. But
Hear that?
You know what I mean?
I do.
Seeing people be like, I'm playing this show because it's just me and my friends who started this band, and we got off work at 5, and now we're here at this venue and we're playing and we just love it. Like, I got out of touch with that.
There
and
is a
so
real
to
beauty
be,
in that.
yes, and I was just talking about this yesterday in a write with someone who had just moved from Nashville. He and his family had just moved back where he and his wife's family is, so out of state, and we were both agreeing about how it has really been a wonderful perspective shift in recognizing what an enchanting job we have
Yeah.
to just be able to write songs start to finish, be able to write a full song,
Yeah.
but also to be able to play shows, release music online, interact with people, and have people be a fan of it and want to hear your story, and meeting friends of my family and them
Yeah.
going, you do what? Yeah. It's a very enchanting thing that we get to do. It's really special.
It is.
And I think sometimes when everybody in town is doing it, it kind of loses that a little bit. And so it's been really sweet to kind of reconnect with the specialness of making music and getting back in touch with why I love making it. Because Sandy, I mean, I have had so many opportunities to walk away. And I'm sure a lot of people would tell me right now I probably should, from a financial situation, like, walk away, girl.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I've walked away several times in my life from it.
I'm sure, because you kind of have to at certain points.
You do. I think you do. I mean, it's also like writing. Sometimes I have to live a little bit before I write again, so I can just
Yes.
gather up the world's tales or whatever.
Yes.
Whatever cosmically is giving me that by just living, as opposed to going in, and this is Nashville, go in every day and write, which I think is good. I think it gets your habits really good.
Just don't expect a good song every day.
This is true. Oh, you're not
Yeah.
going to have one. I mean, truthfully, I have this belief outside of Bob Dylan that you have that many good songs in you as a person.
Okay.
And half of those are kind of gifts. The other half are craft.
For those listening, he is making a very tiny little bar.
I mean, I know a lot. Since the pandemic, since we're talking about that here, you realize that everyone got a guitar during the pandemic,
Oh, yeah.
and they're all songwriters. And they're playing for free everywhere. And they have their 16-minute, really touching to them song. And God bless them.
I love you so much. Really touching to them. I fight a lot, even this week. I don't know what has been in the water this week, but it's just been been scrolling a lot on my phone. And I will come across some of the most talented people I've never heard of a day in my life.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is on certain platforms, like for me, because I'm a creator, I have a creator profile.
Right.
My algorithm will show me people that look like me and sound like me, so that I can
What,
kind
really?
so that they'll be like, hey, get some inspiration from this beautiful woman with long red hair who is making pop music. And you're like, I don't know if you like Enneagrams, but I'm a 4, and I like to be original. I want to be the only Ivory
Yeah,
Layne.
I do understand that.
And so it just kind of, it brings out a lot of insecurities in me, which is an excellent opportunity to recognize where I
You
could
have
use some,
insecurities?
I know, so many. But insecurities are so interesting. Actually, I wrote a song about this, Vitamin C. There is a pre-chorus that says, I'm gonna write a love letter to my insecurities and thank them all for showing me all the places I need to desperately give myself love.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I like that.
So I think when I see those things pop up, I immediately I feel insecure, but I'm also aware, why do I feel insecure? Where are those places? Why is this making me feel this way? But I think another thing it reminds me of when I see a really great song or someone that, crap, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, and they're already doing it. It's just remembering too that I have a personal belief that what I get to do yes, it is a craft. Yes, it is a discipline.
It is.
And I have to show up on days where I'm not feeling inspired and try to write just to keep the muscle going. I don't want to get rusty. But I do think a lot of what I do is it's vessel work. It's allowing myself to be free and open to let something else flow through me. Because the best songs I've ever written, I didn't think about it. I wasn't sitting there going, oh, well, if I cross the I, dot the I, cross the T.
That might be the reason.
Honestly,
those
that's why it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not about a formula or anything like that. And so with there being so many people out there that are creating music right now, and which is, if that's bringing them joy, great. But, you know, in the marketplace, it can be very
Oh, it is.
terrifying.
Well, it is.
I have to remind myself of that.
Even for local performers, the guys that I know some just really incredible musicians, and there's some really incredible musicians playing, and bringing down the price for everything.
Oh, I wish you could see Madeline laughing right now. She is holding it back. This is a
I was
manager's
trying not
nightmare.
to.
You know, it's like, dude, you know, you guys are killing it for everybody else. I mean, you guys stink, and you're doing this for beer or.
Sandy, you know what my dream is? My dream is that you come to one of my shows.
I want to.
You come to one of my shows, and then after, we're going to have a recap.
Okay.
And you're going to tell me
I
everything.
will.
Because I don't think you're capable of lying or bullshittery.
Oh, I'm good
So-
at bullshittery. I mean, I've kind of made a life out of bullshittery. What I think I have a buddy that I play music with that says the big sound, small town, the BSST stands for bullshit small town. But,
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, yeah.
So I've collected a lot of stories in my life, and some of them are unbelievable, which makes I have learned something in my life. You can get people to believe a lie every day. It's easy. It's hard to get somebody to believe the truth about something.
That's interesting.
It is. But you can get them all, you know, those lanterns that are sitting out here, you know, they came from 1875, and they were in a house over here that somebody just discovered. That's not the truth. They probably got them at Hobby Lobby.
They were giving Kirkland's vibes to me.
There you go. I mean,
Personally.
yeah, you can't fool everybody. But, you know,
You tried to fool the wrong two gals on the
I think I did.
lanterns,
I think y'all have been around a bit. So what is your current? What do you have lined up? Oh, wait! Before we do that,
Okay.
put people in touch with you.
With me? Oh, yes, please. Let's keep in touch. Well, I have social media,
Okay.
and it's pretty thrilling to follow me.
Okay. Well,
Let me just give you
tell
a taste.
them where.
Last night on Instagram, at Ivory Layne, Layne, I'm not a street, posted a picture that got some great traction of a rainbow I saw last night and a corn dog. And that's the kind of content that you can expect from
There
me.
you go. That sounds pretty exciting to me.
It was exciting because I got to enjoy the corn dog first, and then, Madeline, was it you that saw the rainbow? You were letting our dog
I
out?
walked outside.
And it was a full one. I mean, you could see
Beautiful.
both ends pretty much. It was amazing. So that's kind of the content you can look forward to seeing
But
on
where did you get that
Instagram.
corn dog?
Okay.
That's a valid
the
question.
Now, if it were up to me, I would have gotten the corn dog from Cookout. I
Okay.
love a Cookout corn dog.
I love cookout. I'm sorry.
Same.
But you know what?
I
Absolutely.
wish
never-
I didn't, but I do.
I
Oh, no.
love it.
You know where it was from? It was from Culver's. I didn't even know they had corn dogs, but I was just in the mood, and Dad was going to go pick up some dinner and asked me if I wanted anything, and I saw that corn dog on the menu, and I just thought, that sounds great. And it was pretty decent. It was a little overdone for me. It was a deep brown. I like it to be a little golden. I like the batter to be a little golden.
What other podcast are you going to get this kind of content?
None, honey.
My guests are the best. You know?
Right? So yeah, that's Instagram, and on TikTok it's the same exact handle, IVORYLAYNE. I'm on Threads, never really use it. It scares me, and
Yeah, it's
my
scary.
algorithm is all messed up. I went on a spiral because someone ghosted me the other day, and now all of my feed is about like how to make men like you, which is terrifying. it's terrifying. And so I was like, I actually don't want to engage with this app, but I am on it if you want to follow me. And then the one I'm most proud of is my Patreon account. I do have a Patreon account, and because I'm independent, that is how I fund putting music out. Sure. So covering mixing and mastering fees, doing occasional photo shoots, video shoots. My Patreon fam they are why I get to continue doing this. And I like to give this little plug. I share, it's a subscription service, right? It's a monthly paid subscription. You can pick your tier. But for me, the most exciting part of it is I get to debut demos.
Oh, yeah.
So anytime I'm working on something, and if I just really love it, I will post it on Patreon. I just did a BTS video for my BTS tier of the writers camp I was in Nashville. And yeah, it's just a really fun way to engage where you're getting the content sent to your inbox and I'm not missing an algorithm. I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, really wherever you listen to music, I'm at. I'm also on YouTube. Same handles all across the board. And then, yeah, the question, what's coming up next?
Yeah.
What's on the horizon?
What's on the horizon?
Well, the most recent single is called Skim, and that has been doing kind of well. And so I just keep encouraging people to listen to that.
Sure.
It's a little more rock forward for anything that I've put out in the past, but I love it. It's really fun to do live with a band. And there will be more music coming. I update people on my website, ivorylayne.com, but also all of those other social things. And then I'm about to announce some shows. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so just music and shows for the most part is what to look forward to from me. And the occasional dad joke.
Dad jokes are good.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And corn dog review.
I like the corn dog review.
Yes.
That was good.
Corn dog review.
I'm thinking maybe I need to start reviewing corn dogs around town because I would.
I think that was probably a pretty good sideline. In fact, you might can do like this old podcaster I know and glean some extra corn dogs for doing reviews of their corn dogs.
You're onto something, Sandy.
I'm glad my manager's in the room for this.
We're gonna put our heads together on that one.
I really like your corn dogs. I need like 6 of them, 7 of them, because really I like another one too, and I got to make my decision. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to commit to the wrong corn dog.
I'll promote your corn dogs, but I got to be sure they're good.
Absolutely.
Market
I'm not going
research.
to put my name on something.
No, I'm not putting my name on just any corn dog.
That's right.
After we finish recording, I will tell you a story about a potential brand partnership that we had that ended hilariously.
I love
But
that.
I can't record it. My manager's here.
I understand. Yeah, you know how managers are.
The worst.
You know, they're. I'm just looking after you.
Such killjoys.
She really is. She drove me here.
They are.
She got me in the building.
But somehow, some people have to have managers to keep them in line. You realize that?
Hey, I'm a middle child. I need her. Way more than she needs me. I'll tell you that much.
I understand that. I mean, I can see that.
I accept the compliment.
So, but you're lucky to have her. I need her for my manager too.
I know, right?
You got room
Everybody that meets her always wants her to go work with them.
I mean, you're doing a good job.
Thank you. I
You really
appreciate
are.
it.
Keeping her in line. I don't know how you do that, but y'all are sisters, so I know you got something.
I say I've been
past
doing
that.
it from the beginning, so
Okay.
it's a natural transition. But I will say it's easy when you work for someone that you really believe in, and that's why we do what we do.
Yeah. My managers are kind of like sheepdogs. They have to nip at my ankles to get me to go where I need to go sometimes because I'm bad to straight off.
Yeah.
So I have to have people in my life that are sheepdogs.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you coming here and doing this.
I appreciate being
This is-
invited.
this
I'm glad
is,
it happened.
Been a real pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.